Welcome back to PYJynJoy, Messages from the Divine. This is Charmaine, your holistic life coach, coming to you with a message for the collective. Before we get started, let's cleanse the energy of the space and see what message the Divine has for us today. So, Divine, what message do you have for the collective today? Divine, what message do you have for the collective today? Divine, what message do you have for the collective today? I love how the cards just flow, don't you? So we have positive movement forward and rest and rejuvenate. All right now. Who's going on vacation? I want to go on vacation. Take me with you. We have 8 and 4, so 8 and 4 divided, so you have half and half. 8 is all about your inner strength, but also your prosperity. 4 is all about your patience, your planning, your foundation. So you're getting this rest and rejuvenation so that you can blow up with this positive movement forward as you make that money. So you see the water is nice and calm, heading off to the sunrise. So it's starting a fresh new day, wind in the sails. Here, your head bowed, arms up on your thighs, hands facing upwards so that you can receive in your meditation. Hands down would be that you want to stay within. Hands up, you want to take that information from the collective, from the divine, and bring it into you. So let's see what this reading means. But keep these in mind. So we have shadow. This is your immediate past. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 is endings, completions. So this is the moon. So it's time for you with that rest and rejuvenation, positive movement forward. You need to, in the immediate past, so think about maybe 6 weeks, 4 weeks ago, you need to work on your self-reflection. In that meditation, work on their shadow side, the things that you don't really want to talk about, or it could be deep emotional, because moon is emotions, so deep emotional trauma, something that you may have forgotten from your childhood. So it's shadow work. So let's see what more we get. Because in your present, you have spiritual strength, another 9. So 9, 9. We just had 9. So let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, we had 8 and 4. So 9 and 9. So spiritual strength. And that is also a time too. Again, eyes closed, head bowed. So he's walking here. But above him is the inner strength, that spiritual strength that he's tapped into to hold back the weight of the world from crushing him. So that is what you're doing, that you had your rest and rejuvenation. So you went through some shadow work, having to address those things and needing to pull on spiritual strength. Because when you work with shadow, it's a lot. It can be very emotional. It can also trigger things. It can make you look at your current life differently. But it's important because you are light and dark. So you want to have both equally balanced. Look at the 2 hands. 2, you need to have it balanced. You can't ignore one and not address the other. That's how we evolve. And then here in the immediate future, another, so 999. In the immediate future, suffering in silence. So this is your mental. You have to get out of your thoughts of, because remember in the beginning where it was the sun and with the sailboat? So you climb this mountain. Obviously, it's not that difficult because it's stairs built in, little steps, and you have a staff. So suffering in silence is you putting yourself into this mental quandary where you're just like, I don't know, self doubt, something, something. Something must have happened. So we'll go into each one, but let's go back and see the distant past is love begins. 1. So all the 9 endings, well, in the distant past, it was a beginning. 1 is all about new beginnings. In this case, it says love. Now, it could be love of a person, romantic love, or it could just be love platonic, but it does show 2 people. So again, 2 is 2 people, 2 different color sleeves, holding a bowl that's dripping water into the beginning of a river with a rainbow overhead. So always a fresh start. Rainbows offer a fresh start. Water flowing gently, emotions, green, motions. 2 again with the 2 trees. So there's a lot of 2s happening here. So it could very well be um, with a partner. Let's see if it is a romantic situation. But let's get the distant past. Distant future is the obstacles and challenges. Again, this is something that you are putting into your own head because 5 is all about change. So these are obstacles and things that you are creating. You're not you're blocking yourself. So we'll get into see why. But obstacles and challenges, you can see he's above this very deep chasm, and it split this little piece of stone. Think of Indiana Jones. He's going through these places and tunnels and such and looking for treasure. And this is very fragile and it's broken. Not only is it broken, but it's like split where you have to jump to the other side. But this is something that you put yourself in. You have to change your mindset on things. So let's see what this all started from with the love begins. So tell us, Divine, what, and this was at the bottom. Tell us, Divine, love begins in the distant past. What is that all about? So again, this message may or may not resonate with you, but if it does, take from it what you will, because think of back of something that happened so distant past, maybe 2 months ago or so. What happened for you? So let's see, Divine, what is it with this love begins? Throat chakra. Again, five. Five and a five, 999. Blue. Blue is all about your throat chakra. It's communication. It's soothing. The ocean. Remember the water? A lot of the waters in here, blue, like the moon. So this is telling you have to speak up. So you need to communicate. Your throat chakra obviously is at the throat. So that is where you speak from. But you also want to learn to listen too. So it's really communication. So there's this love begin, and you need to speak up. So tell us some more, Divine. I want to know what is this love? Is this a romantic love? I mean, what is this type of love? Yeah. So this is romance because this is the fertility is the Empress. Three is expansion. This shaped like an egg because three is also birth. It's your harmony. So we have here where you met someone new. Love begins, and it was very thrilling for you. You speaking up. You are communicating. Look at how your heart is just green, but glowing as well, like a white. So you really need to have this is what happened in the distant past. You met someone, love began, you were communicating, it's growing, you're feeling stronger about it, and now you're moving to working with your shadow work. And if you look at this, 5, 8, 9, 9, 1 and 8, 9. So let's see. Tell us some more now about the immediate past. So in the distant past, the collective met someone, love begins, they're communicating, things are good, fertility. Now they're needing to work with their shadow. Maybe this is meeting this person has triggered something in your distant past, like something happened in your childhood or so. Because we have solitude, not another nine. Nine, we have solitude. So you're needing to spend some time alone, like this one little uh, column that you see above her, just like here, the mountain. Look at the mountains. So you'll spend some time in solitude, which makes sense because you're working on your shadow. You're working on things that were happening in the past or things that you don't pay attention to or don't want to pay attention to. You're working through it. So this person really came in at a time when you need to also to make the most of this relationship. Like I said before, you're both light and dark. You have to address your shadow. You have to address it. So tell us, Divine, how the collective can address their shadow side. How can they address their shadow side so they can continue to have a prosperous and happy relationship? Firm foundation. 4. So again, this is telling you that in order for this love to grow, you have to build a firm foundation with it, where it is built on truth. It is built on you addressing both sides of yourself and acknowledging them. You're not hiding one from the other just to appease this person. You have to show it all. You have to be honest. You have to be transparent. Doesn't mean you tell everything. I mean, you use your discretion, but you want to still have a bit of mystery. Remember, dark feminine energy, but you want to have a good foundation with them because it's a new beginning on love, and you need to have it based on something that's strong, just like the spiritual strength. So as you're going through this and creating this new love with this person, keep that in mind because in the present you're leaning on your spiritual strength. So tell us some more about that, Divine. What more can you tell us about this spiritual strength that the collective needs after working on their shadow work and building a firm foundation with this new love that they have? Hope. And that's the star. 17. 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 Again, remember inner strength, spiritual strength. So you have hope. It's a new start, fresh beginning. You don't have anything to worry about. You worked on that shadow side of yourself and moving forward with it. So keep that bright light, just like in her heart here, just here. And there's a little figure of a woman in there as well. And you just basically have to tap into that hope. You're working on the dark side, but you still have the light, you have the star. Keep that in mind so you don't get too far gone when you're working with your shadow and getting too bogged down or negative. Think of pulling on your spiritual strength, knowing you can get through it, and having that hope that you will be able to clear it all. You have this new lover. So tell us one more card about this present, divine. Harmony. Six. Six also is birth. It's also loyalty, self-sacrifice, harmony. And that's what you have. Harmony, the lovers. So you have this with your lover. This is someone that is definitely worth keeping, holding on to. They understand you, you understand them. They're also probably helping you with your shadow side. So lean on that. Keep that support. You have that person there with you because there's no need for you to suffer in silence. So you must be keeping something back that you're not sharing. So let's see. Tell us about that, divine. This the immediate future for the collective. They're suffering in silence, self-imposed, because of what? Why are they not sharing? Fulfillment of wishes. Nine, another nine, completions. So it could very well be that you were scared that in past you may not have had the best relationships, and this one is going so well that you're getting nervous. You're getting nervous because now your wish has been fulfilled to find a lover that is your counterpart, and now you're suffering in silence because you're nervous that you're going to lose it, that like the past you're thinking that it's not going to work, it's not going to be what you want it to be, but it will be. You have the wishes there. So let's get one more card and see. You just have to have faith. You have to believe that this is what you want. If you put out negative thoughts, then that's what's going to happen. Your thoughts today create your present, create your life tomorrow. Okay, so as long as you're thinking positively, you're not suffering in silence. Remember, throat chakra, communicate, talk with your partner. That's the point. And I love just now seeing how these cards look together. They look right. And the green again. So what more can you tell us about this immediate future? And we have balance. 11 is a master number. It's like deep, deep new beginnings. And it's also spirituality. And it's also two, balance, one and one, the two of you together. You're balancing things. Just like this angel has risen up there, he has all the resources hanging from his little belt, or floating really. The sword, the cup, the pentacle, and the wand. Balance. You have to balance. Balance your emotions, your thoughts. Don't get caught up in your head, self-doubt, all of that types of things. You have a positive thing because look, you're creating obstacles for yourself by doing that. So if you don't balance, that's what's to come. And that's the thing with tarot. Tarot gives you a barometer of what's happening based on the situation right now. So if you don't find the balance that you need, you will create obstacles of your own creation. So tell us, divine, about this distant future where it is obstacles and challenges coming up that this collective is out there creating on their own. Well, we have deception and envy. Okay, 7, spiritual. It's insight. So there's someone around that is wearing a mask that you should not trust. They're being deceptive. So let's get into see who. Who is this? Who is the person? Is it the lover or who? Who, divine, is this person that the collective needs to watch out for? Who is the person that the collective needs to watch out for? Truth, 2. So 2 again, scales, balance. So you're getting the truth out of the situation. So let's get the truth. Tell us what it is. Who and what is this person for the collective? Divine, who is this for the collective that is causing this deception and envy? It could very well just be someone that's hating on the love that you have. Let's see if that's it. Yeah, look at things in a different way. Sacrifice. 1 plus 2 is 3. So a third person is trying to get in on your love affair. And that's what they're doing. So you have to look at things differently. You have to pull yourself out of this murky water and rise up. Remember the rainbow here? Well, the rainbow here. The two of you are lovers and are good together. Don't let a third person come in there and mess you up. That's the deception and envy. Someone is jealous of this firm foundation that you've created with your lover, okay, fulfillment of your wishes, and trying to destroy that. Don't let them do it. Look at things in a different way. Don't let these obstacles that you've created pull you apart from your partner because someone else is lurking on the sidelines trying to destroy you. So let's get one more card about that, Divine. Tell us more about this third person that's hell bent on trying to break up this loving relationship. Sacral chakra, passion, 2. So you have to look at the color gold. You have to get back and passionate with your lover. Don't let your thoughts of someone else that's trying to get involved in your relationship block you from being with them. Because what will happen is you'll make this wedge and that could turn their head. Listen, people can be ridiculous. Don't give a reason for them to turn the other way because you don't want that. Don't put up blocks, challenges, and obstacles thinking that they're doing something when they're really not. Get this passion back. The sacral chakra, remember, is at above your pubic bone, below your navel. That's where your organs are for reproduction, fertility, as well as your passion. Okay? Use that. The 2 is not showing 3. It's you and your lover. Get your passion back. Get your passion back and don't let anybody else interfere with your love. So that is your message. And then at the bottom, I'll just pull this accelerated motion. Things are going to move quickly. 8, just like this. You can't make it up. 8, and look, power. 8. Oh my God, at the bottom as well. 8. That's your strength. You have spiritual strength. Now you have your strength. Your strength to keep your relationship tight and right and moving forward positively because it's going to move quickly. That's your message, boo. Listen to that and pay attention. Take heed. Then you have your free will, so you have this information. Use it wisely. So let's see what crystal will enhance this message for the collective, Divine. What message? Well, this pulled jumped out, Malachite. It's time to transform. Green, your heart. Okay? Time to transform. Time for you to get back into that passion that you had when love began all that time ago. That's it. That is your message. Bring it on. Okay? Get that passion going. Get some little toys in the bedroom. Whatever it takes. Some role playing. Whatever you want to do. Get that spice in your life back, honey. And ignore anybody else that's trying to interfere with you and your lover. So that is your message for today. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, I'd be so thankful if you will click the like button, share. Everybody needs to hear this, especially when you have a fresh love that's going and it's keep moving and it's getting better and people can be full of jealousy and hate. This can help you to figure out what you need to do with that and how to do yourself in this relationship. No self-doubt and self-creating stuff that's not there. Also, subscribe to PYJynJoy. Click the notification bell so you know when I have something posted new. As well as you want to do one-on-one, see me at PYJynJoy.com, PYJYNJoy.com. Until we see each other again, love, light, and joy.